I'm hearing that The Voice are going to air against us in the autumn, in the fall. That's what I'm hearing.
You up for that?
Yeah, I really am up for that. I think it's crazy. But if that's what they want to do, then we have to be better. If I'm right that The Voice are now going to compete with us in the fall, you have to rethink things even more than we were a couple of weeks ago, because now it's a war. But you know what's interesting? You know when everyone talks about, you know, artists competing, it's like suddenly there's this massive punch-up between all these competition shows. You know, it's getting really, really, really competitive. In a way, that's more exciting than anything else at the moment. And I kind of feel like the underdog, so I like it.
So The Voice has really been pushing the fact that its mentors are Grammy Award-winning artists. Does that put you and the X Factor at a disadvantage, do you feel?
No. Because I would ask, how many hit records have they made? How many artists have they discovered? That's where we have to be different on our judging panel. It's very important that you have people on the panel who've actually signed and made artists successful all over the world, not just had hits yourself. That's why you have a judging panel. So I was kind of surprised at that. I mean, everyone thinks that The Voice started this whole mentoring thing. It's complete nonsense. Our show was on years before them, and we were always different from other shows because our judges were mentors. Then they come out before us in America, and they have mentors, but that was copied from us.
So you still feel there's room for The Voice, the X Factor, and American Idol?
Well, when I described last year, and I was slightly misquoted, because, when I said there's going to be a bloodbath, I wasn't actually referring to the X Factor having a bloodbath. I said the whole market will be a bloodbath, because everyone wants to be in this market now, and certain people are going to suffer because of it. You just got to make sure you're not one of the ones that are going to suffer. And the only way around this is, I've been in this position many, many times, you make better shows. You make them more interesting. You make changes. You have to be unpredictable, and you've got to find stars. That's what it's all about.
Elton's made some not-so-nice comments recently about Madonna. What do you make of the whole back and forth between the two of them?
What did he say?
He said she better lip-sync well at the Super Bowl.
I don't know whether he means that or he's just winding her up. I mean, what you can't take away from Madonna is that Lady Gaga, in my opinion, wouldn't be the person she is if Madonna, you know, hadn't been there. I mean, she is still one of the most consistent artists in the world. And to be fair, Madonna's making better records than Elton John is right now. So I'm kind of in Madonna's corner here, and I think if Elton came out with a record as good as Madonna's doing now, fair enough. So it sounds unnecessarily bitchy.
So you're a Madonna fan?
I am actually, yeah.
Have you spoken to Howard?
Yeah, I spoke to him about a week ago. He was absolutely brilliant. All this stuff about he's going to come in and upset everyone by doing this and doing that. I mean, this guy, you've got to remember, is a smart guy. He just loves the show. And he wants to find a star.
Any big plans for you?
No, Terry, there aren't, because I don't like Valentine's Day very much. I find it all embarrassing.
What's the most romantic thing you've ever done on Valentine's Day? Let me say it again. What's the most romantic thing you've ever done on Valentine's Day, would you say?
I took you for a walk once in the park.
I'm not a dog!
No, it was not that kind of walk, but I remember you wanted to go for a walk, and we went for a walk. Do you remember?
I've never been in the park with you.
No? It must have been someone else. Must have been, actually. It was fun.